Okay guys, let's talk about one of my favorite trades is what's called a PowerFade trade. So they're completely opposite to a PowerPoint trade where with a PowerPoint trade we expect the market to come down, hit a PowerPoint and bounce off. Okay, with a PowerFade trade, the fade means actually to go against. So we're looking to go against the PowerPoint. And what we mean by that is we're looking for the market to come down and push straight through a PowerPoint. So this does this plenty of times every day. So instead of just having the opportunity to actually go with the PowerPoint, the PowerFade trade's been around nearly a year now. I've been using it because I've seen, there's plenty of times the market goes straight through them, and I thought I could identify them quite easily as well. So that's where the PowerFade trade come about. A few things with it. I just want to show you really where the entry, the entry candle, the entry price, and where we'd be looking to get out of these trades. And in this case here, I'm going to show you one first up of what's called a short PowerFade trade. So we're looking to go down with the market. So the way we do this, we've got up here, you can see we've got an entry candle, okay, which is this one. So as the market's coming down, we've already predefined where we're going to enter the market. So in this case, this is where the entry is, and the entry at the moment, and it may change as we go through the weeks and months. Okay, at the moment we're entering 3 ticks before the PowerPoint is hit. Okay, so when the market's up here and it starts to come down, I already know that my entry point, if I think, okay, I think this market's going to come down and push straight through this PowerPoint, I know my entry is 3 ticks above it. Okay, so the entry is before it hits the PowerPoint. So in this case here, it's coming down. We put on what's called a sell stop order on our trading domes, and you can have a look at the trading dome video, and obviously in the trading rooms we'll show you how all that works to actually exit the trade. So this gives us, this shows me just the entry point, and the entry point in this case would be the 96.75 because there's one more tick just in there. If I open it up, you'll see there's an extra tick there. So the 96.75 would be the entry point in this case. Okay, and this is the candle that we entered on. So once we enter the trade, what we're looking for, we're hoping for the market to continue down, and in this case, and there would have been our trade exit down here. Okay, that's where we would have been getting out of the trade. On this particular trade at the moment, and things change rapidly, and as we go along we teach you in the trading room what we're doing, but the stop loss on this particular trade at the moment is 5 ticks or 1.25 points, and our profit targets range between 2 and 2.5 points on these particular trades. Just depending on the ones that I see have the better value, we can go for more on those particular trades as well. So this is one that we're looking to go short. Over here I'll give you another example of one that we're looking to go long, or we're expecting the market to go through the PowerPoint and keep going up. So in this case here, the market's coming up. If I've already predefined that I think the market's going to continue going up here, we've got our entry price, which is 3 ticks before the PowerPoint, and this would have been our entry candle that we would have entered in, and as the market pushes up, we would have been getting out of the trade up here, so the exit. So before we go into any trade, we've already got our predefined entry points, our where we're looking to get out of the trade, and also our stop losses come up automatically. On this particular trade as well, at the moment, we've got what's called a 5 tick stop loss, or a 1.25 point stop loss, and we're looking between 2 and 2.5 points. So we're trying to keep a 2-to-1 average up as best we can to make it much easier to make money. So refer back to your trade manual which ones we'd be looking to trade. There's 2 real specific types, which is called one's called a range fade. Okay, and there's also what's called a breakout power fade, and there's really good examples in the trade manual to look forward to have a look at, and that'll help you out immensely to be picking them up. And during the day, we'll go through them through the trading room, so you guys can learn them as you go as well. So with this trade, guys, there's only 1 or 2 quality power fade trades through any given day. It's just like the PowerPoints. I think there's 1 or 2 good PowerPoint trades in most days, and there's 1 or 2 good PowerFade trades in any given day as well. So the idea is to look at the trade manual, see which ones are looking the best, and obviously the ones we take in the trading room, and go from there. And while you're working on your sim trades and practicing them in them as well, you might come up with a few tricks as well that when they're going to work better and when they're not going to work. obviously we want to stay out of the ones that are not going to work, and take full advantage of the ones that are going to work, the ones with good potential for profit. A few key things that I look for when I'm entering a power fade trade. One is, where's my entry point? Where's my stop loss going to be? And can this market potentially go to my profit target quite easily? That's all the questions that I pretty much ask myself when I go into these trades. And if you get then the last thing I ask myself is, has this got the 70% chance of working? If I think it has, then I'll enter the trade. And this is how we do it. We put our stop, in this case a buy stop order, in before the market comes to us. So we're waiting for it to come and hit us. And as soon as it does, we enter straight into the trade, and our stop loss will come up in our trade areas. I think this is one of the a little bit more difficult trade to learn initially. Okay, but it's one of my favorites. Once you get more experience, it's definitely one of the ones to have a look at, and they're a feel-good trade because they're going with the trends.